While military enthusiasts, especially those interested in British developments, would ideally want to know which rifle is being chosen to replace the SA-80, the process continues to move along at a slow and typical bureaucratic pace. With this in mind, the official tender document for Project Grayburn has just been released. In case you didn't see our previous video on the topic, Project Grayburn is the name of the program to replace the British Army's standard service rifle. And while there's nothing too huge and newsworthy in the tender, let's go over the details of the document while also providing an update on the rifles believed to be in the running. So the document shows that the tender is titled Project Grayburn Defense Replacement of SA-80 Family of Rifles, Concept Stage. In this document, it stated that no investment decisions have yet been taken. However, following direction from the Joint Requirements Oversight Committee, Project Grayburn will focus on consideration of the following high-level characteristics. First up is UK manufacture. Project Grayburn will be manufactured in the UK to enhance sovereign supply chains, generate employment, and provide a platform for exports. Number 2 on the list has to do with strategic supply. It stated that the authority is to consider establishing a strategic relationship to deliver, manage, spirally develop and support the weapons portfolio for Greyburn systems, and in time perhaps parts of or all the wider dismounted close combat weapons portfolio. Number 3 is about variants. It specified that the tender is to see the delivery of 5 distinct variants, most likely based upon a common lower receiver. The 5 variants are as follows: a dismounted close combat rifle, replacing the SA-80A3, a shorter dismounted close combat rifle, a personal defense weapon, replacing the L22 carbine, a generalist rifle, replacing the SA-80A2, and finally a cadet rifle, replacing the L98 Cadet General Purpose Rifle. It's added that there remains potential to combine the shorter dismounted close combat rifle requirement into either the DCC or personal defense weapon variant. Moving on with tender requirements, the document's 4th point has to do with adversary target armor. It states that Project Grayburn will, quote, look to provide sufficient lethality to defeat current and emerging body armor. The 5th requirement is for the rifle to be fitted with day optics and have the ability to quickly integrate with inline night vision optics. Number 6, Project Grayburn will seek to employ signature reduction technology on some variants, which essentially means the ability to accommodate suppressors. And finally, at number 7, Project Grayburn will need to, quote, deliver a highly reliable rifle operable in all environments and climatic conditions. The estimated contract dates are from April 1st, 2028 to March 31st, 2045, a span of 17 years. So that's everything mentioned in the tender. We can see that the usual military procurement requirement of domestic production has been included. It's something that some countries require for larger orders but may choose to overlook for acquiring small arms. However, with the number of rifles needing to be purchased by the UK, it makes sense to have domestic manufacture. Point number 4 in the document is an interesting one as well: the requirement to provide sufficient lethality to defeat current and emerging body armor. This feels like a moving target, if you ask us. Pun totally intended. Firstly, there is the big and ongoing debate about the relevance of NATO standard 5.56mm ammo compared to other calibers, the reason why the US Army is transitioning to 6.8mm ammunition. Secondly, including this requirement while not mentioning a requirement to adhere to NATO standards might raise some eyebrows as well. Sure, the UK has left the European Union and is literally an island unto itself. However, it remains a member of NATO and deploys forces to the alliance's eastern flank. Thus, you would think that ammunition compatibility with alliance members should be considered as well for the sake of a stronger supply chain in wartime. That's not to say that the UK won't go with NATO 556, but at least going by the language in the tender, it sounds like the government is open to other, more powerful calibers as well. Other requirements seem fairly standard for a modern assault rifle: the need for shorter and longer barreled versions, something that is highly reliable, can accommodate accessories, etc. But with all this in mind, which rifles are said to be in the running at the moment? While some of this is speculation, here are the names floating around thus far. Beretta Defense Technologies, or BDT, will be putting forward the Beretta New Assault Rifle Platform, or NARP, as well as the rifle of its Finnish subsidiary Sako, something based on the ARG, or Arctic Rifle Generation family. Sig Sauer is said to have declared an intention to submit designs with the 5.56mm SIG MCX or the 6.8mm M7 being possibilities. Heckler & Koch have suggested that they might submit the HK416 and the HK433, both in 5.56mm caliber. Other possible contenders include the CZ Bren, FN Scar, or KS1. We've covered most of this in our previous Project Grayburn video, so do check it out if you haven't already done so. We may in a future video go through all the candidates and discuss which ones best meet the criteria as listed in this tender. If that's something you'd be interested in watching as a follow-up to this video, do let us know in the comment section. But what do you think of the tender requirements? Does it all seem quite straightforward and standard to you? Let us know by leaving a comment.